September on the Banks. It's a special time of year in Piscataway. The students return, the weather is pleasing, and football season is back. Students, alumni, friends, and family all gather to celebrate and cheer on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Back. Week 1, let's get the show cracking.
On the season premiere of Our Football with Chris Ash, we recap Rutgers' opening game win against Texas State.
When you talk about your defense, Coach, did you think you got enough aggressiveness? You had 3 sacks. A lot of guys were chasing the football. Was it what you wanted?
Yeah, we were closer to what we wanted defensively Saturday. We were more aggressive. We were able to bring a lot of different defenders from different spots. In the blitz game, we got after the quarterback.
We take a look at how the team worked diligently to prepare for the season during training camp. Come on. We preview the first Big Ten game of the year against Ohio State.
Are you looking forward to seeing how your club responds for its first road game of the year?
Absolutely. Going to Columbus is a big enough challenge. It's a first road game. Going to a top-ranked opponent like Ohio State, there's a lot of questions that we're going to still have to answer about our football team when we go on the road in an environment like this.
And we pay tribute to a young man who loved Rutgers football, Danny Garofalo, forever a Scarlet Knight.
Hopefully you've got your mind right. You've made a choice on what type of player you want to be today. You decide the passion, the energy, the level of execution, the physical and mental toughness you display. It is your choice. Today's a test of our character. It's a test of our culture. Some of you have been around here a long time. A lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, man. You make the choice how good you want to be. Chin it, outside arm. I want it for you. The only way we get that done is you go really hard. Every day, I don't care how many games you win, how many you stay humble, you stay hungry, you keep getting better every day. Okay, that's what really good players do and good teams do. How about those Knights? Right, we're getting ready to play Texas State, but the focus has to be on us and our improvement and what we do, our fundamentals, our call, doing them with great energy. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy.
My main goal for this season is to go bowling. Me and the rest of the senior class, we want to leave a legacy here. The last couple years, we haven't been able to, get over that hump. And my redshirt year, I remember what those guys like Gary Nova, Leonte, Darius Hamilton did. So we're just trying to bring that culture back and go bowling this year. That'll mean a lot to us.
Come on.
Just to leave a legacy as seniors, go out with a bang, go play in a bowl game. That's #1 goal I feel like for this year is keeping our brotherhood together and providing ourselves with the opportunity to have postseason play.
The fans should expect, fast, intensive defense, hard-nosed, run to the ball and, smacking people.
There's a lot of energy. You look right now at what we're doing, the players love to come in this building. They work extremely hard, come in full of energy and excited to go to work. They know they're going to get worked extremely hard. They've embraced our standards, and they know that what we're doing is what's best for them to make them the best that they can be.
And for the season, we just want to do better than we did last year. That's our main goal.
My thinking about the last game, or the middle of the season or the bye week when it's coming. I'm just focused on one team, 1 week at a time.
You already know what time it is. We back, week 1. Let's get the show cracking.
Take care of your brothers, love your brothers, make sure at all times.
All right, guys, hey, let's have a day, man. Let's go.
Yeah. You hear that? Okay. Yes, sir.
Hey, everything we do with purpose today, all right? Hey, let's get shit going today, boys. Yes, sir.
Hey, yo! They try to come at our house? This is Rutgers University. New Jersey State School. We are bigger, faster, and stronger. Let's go, y'all. Stand strong on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Yeah, boys. Let's start racing.
Off to a flying start. Hi, everybody. I'm Bruce Beck, along with the coach. Welcome to Our Football with Chris Ash. Well, Coach, getting the first game, a first W. That means a lot for the first time in 3 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of firsts there. But yeah, it feels great to be 1-0, win that opening game. Builds a little excitement and enthusiasm, helps your players really believe in what you're doing. You go through a long training camp, long summer and training camp as we do in college football. To win that opening game means a lot.
Play action. Finds Blackshear, who finds the end zone.
And a great throw by Arkikowski. You know, those little throws right there, it's all about accuracy.
35-7 over Texas State. We have to start with the quarterback, a freshman, Arkikowski. What'd you think?
He did a great job. For his first game, he was 20 of 29, 205 yards passing, a couple touchdowns. Made some mistakes, which we knew he would as a true freshman, but didn't get rattled. Pretty even-keeled. He took some hits, managed the offense, did a good job in a 2-minute drill. So there are a lot of positives that we took out of it that we can build on with him.
Overall, his poise for not playing a game in a while, I thought was outstanding.
It really was. That was one of the unknowns and things that we were worried about, is how he was going to handle himself. But again, he was poised, he was calm, didn't get rattled, and just kept getting better as the game went on, in my opinion.
What did it mean to have balance, both rushing and passing, both for over 200 yards?
That's important. You know, at the end of the day, offensively, what you need to do is score points. Some weeks you're going to have to score points by throwing. Some weeks you can do it running. There's going to be some that you need to be able to do both. And we want to be able to do both. We want to be a team that can attack in the run game on the ground because it opens up the pass game. We have not been able to do that consistently in the previous 2 years, so it was a great opening game to be able to get that done. Now we got to build on that and try to do that each week.
Pitch play, Blackshear plants his foot, traces the seam, and is into the end zone for a Rutgers touchdown.
Raheem Blackshear, 12 carries for over 60 yards, 7 receptions, which was really a big thing because he led your team in that department.
He was our offensive player of the game. I think he had like 118 all-purpose yards. We did a lot with him. We're going to do a lot with him as the season goes. He's a talented individual. We're going to lean on him to make some plays and give us a spark offensively in both the run and pass game.
But Hillman is a good short yardage back, and he gets the call on third down, has the first down. How about a touchdown?
Jonathan Hillman also gives you a force inside, doesn't he?
He does. He's a bigger back. You know, they're a good 1-2 punch, you know, with what they did Saturday. You know, we still got Isaiah Pacheco and Trey Sneed that are there also in the running back room. But with Jonathan and Raheem, it's a great 1-2 punch. Raheem's more of a quick guy. Jonathan's more of a power guy. He came in, got some tough yards and short yard situations and down on the goal line, and really pleased with that unit overall.
There were some nice drives in this game, and it was your first drive, which kind of set the tone for the game. 11 for 71 yards. Blackshear goes in for the touchdown. Just to have that balance, I look back, 4 passes, 7 rushes. That's kind of going back to what we said in terms of being able to do both things.
Yeah, we did a great job with the opening script. We really kept them off balance. We executed very well, went right down the field and got a touchdown. Used a lot of clock in that first drive. So a lot of positive things, and that's really what we need to be able to do consistently from week to week.
Willie Jones airs it out down the sideline, and Bless Austin has himself an interception. Rutgers football.
When you talk about your defense, Coach, did you think you got enough aggressiveness? You had 3 sacks. A lot of guys were chasing the football. Was it what you wanted?
Yeah, we were closer to what we wanted defensively Saturday. We were more aggressive. We were able to bring a lot of different defenders from different spots. In the blitz game, we got after the quarterback. We created takeaways. We scored a touchdown on defense. We played a lot of individuals. We have to stay healthy on defense. So if we're going to continue to improve and play Big Ten type of defense, we have to stay healthy. We're thin at spots, but I really am pleased with what I saw from the opening game. We played with a lot of effort. We were violent, and guys were having a lot of fun.
And Trevor Morris, who leads all Big Ten returning defensive players in terms of tackles per game, got 7 and set the tone.
Yeah, he did. Trevor did a great job in the opening game. Really, the linebackers, him and Deontay Roberts and Tyreek Williams, did a great job Saturday. They ran from sideline to sideline. We blitzed all of them at some point. They got after the quarterback. They were good in the pass game. Trevor actually had an opportunity to get an interception too. Unfortunately, didn't get it, but he had a good game, and Trevor's done a great job, and hopefully he has a great senior year for us.
Jones has the pocket collapse, and Elam Lumor wraps him up and drags him down for a quarterback sack, a loss of 6. Shake and bake. Lost the football. Lumor's got it. Big man, nearly all the way to the house.
Lumor is the mayhem man.
Lumor did more. He was everywhere. He had a roll in 4 tackles, 1 sack, a fumble recovery, and 2 tackles for loss. You can't ask for much more than that.
And a blocked field goal.
Right.
Yeah, and a blocked field goal. So he did a great job. We knew that he has a chance to be a really good player. He split time with Kamoko Toure last year, really learning the position that we're asking him to do. And he really got better as the season went on, and he's had a great spring, an outstanding training camp, and I'm excited to watch him continue to grow here this season.
I look at third down conversions, 8 for 13. Red zone opportunities, you had 6. You got in for 4, all were touchdowns. Those are statistics that really mean something afterwards and resonate with the coaching staff, don't
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to be good on third down on both sides, and we were. We have to be good in the red zone. 4 touchdowns in the red zone is outstanding. Defensively, we didn't allow them in the red zone, so that helped. And then also the other one is protecting the quarterback and getting after the quarterback. We only gave up 1 sack and 29 pass attempts, which really is a pretty good day. And then we got 3 sacks ourselves and several other hurries and pressures.
Over 40,000 fans at High Point Solution Stadium. What about the student section support?
Oh, it was outstanding. Looked up there early in the game, and the student section looked pretty much full. They looked into it. They were pretty excited and energized, and that just brings the whole stadium to life. It energizes our football team. And great time, and I hope it continues.
So for a first game, it's not perfect. You had some penalties. You didn't rush the quarterback as well as I think you'd like to. But overall, you think it was a plus?
Absolutely. I mean, we have a better idea of what our football team is going to look like right now after game 1. We understand strengths and weaknesses. A lot of young players played. We understand where they're at, and we can develop a plan to get them better. So all in all, it's exactly what, it could have been cleaner, but right now today I feel good about what we got accomplished. I feel good about what we are going to have to do to get better, and we've got to get that done here as we practice for a really good opponent next week.
Before we go to break, we need to talk a little bit about the new Rutgers locker room, which is forthcoming. Greg and Anna Brown making a gift of $4 million for the transformation, so to speak. What will it bring to the program? A lot. It'll enhance the current student-athlete experience here that we have in our football program. The locker room is where the players spend most of their time. If you talk about facilities, they're there every single day. They hang out there. Chemistry of your team is really built there in that locker room. And we need a bigger one, and we need some new shiny toys, so to speak, in that locker room for them. And it really helps in recruiting. Players want to see commitment. They want to see new facilities, and that's going to help us in recruiting because locker rooms are so important for them and their experience, and we need a new one. Greg and Anna Brown also accepted the 1869 Legacy Award. Coming up next, a touching moment at the season opener when Our Football with Chris Ash rolls on.
Our play of the game is sponsored by Nissan. Intelligent mobility.
So, Coach, this week we've selected the 9-yard touchdown pass from Art Sitkowski to Raheem Blackshear, the 3rd touchdown of the day. Tell us about it.
Well, we picked that because it was Art's first touchdown pass of his career. Did a great job, both of those guys did. There was a breakdown on the play. It was a good play action by Art, a little breakdown on protection, coverage a little bit different than we expected. Raheem did a nice job of maneuvering his way outside a defender. Art did a nice job of putting touch on the ball. Raheem caught it over the top of the defender, tucked it up, and got in the end zone. So great play by both of those young players, improvised by Art, but his first touchdown of his career, and hopefully first of many.
Before the game with Texas State on Saturday, there was a heartfelt moment as Rutgers honored the family of Danny Garofalo. He was a 16-year-old youngster who loved Rutgers football and attended every game. He passed away in July after battling Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Danny was like my motivation. You know, he was like a little brother to us.
I mean, he was an offensive line guy. He always liked to be down by us. We always took time after practice and before practice to say hi to him.
Made it a must that I always talk to Danny after practice. I always look forward to seeing Danny after practice. Then, like, going forward from that, I try to incorporate how Danny was and how I acted in practice. I didn't want to complain because I know Danny wasn't complaining about life.
It was a blessing to have Danny in my life. I took so many lessons from the way he lived his life. It was so courageous.
4 games, he was always at the Scarlet Walk, and guys would hit the shoe, and then especially the offensive lineman would go talk to Danny. So it's gonna be weird for the Scarlet Walk, not seeing him there, but I know he'll be right there waiting for us.
What I know Danny brings is the family. And that, some can argue, is more than anything, is worth more than anything. But make the most of every day. We have a motto, make every day count, right? For years we've been living by that because you don't know when the next day is gonna end. Take advantage of it, enjoy it, work hard. Hey, just never forget them.
This segment of the show is sponsored by RWJ Barnabas Health.
Hi, this is Dr. Yvette Rooks, Chief Medical Officer, RWJ Barnabas Health Sports Medicine at Rutgers. As our kids are going back to school, to keep their brains functioning and their bodies active, pack some good healthy snacks for them, Mom and Dad. Grapes, fruits, some nuts, although we want to stay away from peanuts because of allergy, but those are good, nutritious foods that kids can have during the day as opposed to going to sugary substitutes like soda or candy. So again, fruits and vegetables, pack them as snacks.
This game preview is sponsored by highpoint.com.
Our football rolls on, and Rutgers goes to Ohio State this week, and this is really early for a conference game, Coach.
It is. You know, the Big Ten started doing this a couple years ago, and some Big Ten schools have opened up their season with a conference game. Purdue and Northwestern did it opening night last Thursday, but it's the earliest that I've been a part of a Big Ten game, so a little different.
They scored 77 points against Oregon State in their opener. How dangerous is their offense?
Well, they're a very good football team. That roster is very talented. They're built the way you'd like your football team to be built. They're big up front on the offensive line. They've got really good speed at the skill positions. They've got a very good quarterback. They're operating at a very high level already for game one. They did an outstanding job. and they're dangerous.
And they have an All-American in Nick Bosa defensively. What type of problems does that defense present?
A lot, because their two DNs are very talented. They're tough to block. They're up the field. They're disruptive. They can rush the passer. They're physical in the run game, and they create a lot of issues for you offensively.
There you go. Quick and explosive now, 03. Quick and explosive now. Quick and explosive. Shoulder square, shoulder square, shoulder square, hip stone. Get your eyes up. Go. Snag him. Man, we got to snag all the way to the hip. Go. Snag him, snag him.
Are you looking forward to seeing how your club responds for its first road game of the year?
Absolutely. Going to Columbus is a big enough challenge. It's a first road game. Going to a top-ranked opponent like Ohio State, there's a lot of questions that we're going to still have to answer about our football team when we go on the road in an environment like this.
These are back-to-back road games here early in the year. Does that build a little character, build some chemistry, build some cohesiveness with your group?
Well, we better win. Yeah, it will. You know, well, we've got to go play well. But, you know, sometimes going on the road is a good thing, because it's just you and your football team, and you go take your show on the road, and sometimes that can be fun. And I want to see how we handle that environment and packing up, getting on a plane, and going to a different stadium and see how we do as a football team.
Next rep, go, hurry up, we gotta go. Got 3 reps to get, let's go.
Write down the numbers there, write down the numbers. There you go. Hey, that's why we recruited you. You've been practicing, haven't you? Take care of your body, whatever you got to do to continue to improve mentally before Saturday. Get with your coach and get that done, all right?
What about for you personally, going back to Ohio State? People are going to be waving to you. They're going to be looking for autographs, maybe asking for some tickets. How do you handle that aspect?
Well, I'm the enemy, so I don't think anyone's going to really care about me coming back. They want to beat us and then maybe shake some hands when it's over. But, you know, I got great memories, great friendships, a lot of people I care about there. And, you know, it's another football game, but you know, we got to go win, we got to go play well, and we'll worry about all that other stuff later.
3:30 Saturday, Rutgers in the Horseshoe against Ohio State, Big Ten Network. Coach, looking forward to working with you again this year. We're going to preview, review, have some depth, some interviews, a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of my favorite times of the week, and I love doing this show with you, Bruce.
Great being with you.
Yep, thank you.
That's it for this edition of Our Football with Chris Ash. We'll see you next week, everybody.
And we back at it next week. The show don't stop, man. The show don't stop. Let's go.